Have you ever heard the old saying that the truth hurts? Well, the reality is that lies hurt and the truth helps. Now, if somebody's using the truth of a finding or something else to shame somebody, then they're using it to shame and hurt somebody on purpose. But whenever the truth comes out, if it hurts somebody a little bit, redemption is supposed to be available. And people who love truth should want redemption, forgiveness for people. But the truth about life is what we're talking about the most. It hurts a lot when people lie about racism. But the truth would point out who the real racists are instead of falsifying who's racist, just to trick people and keep them enslaved. And so that's one example of the truth hurting. I mean, the truth helping and lies hurting. So generally, lies hurt and the truth helps. But sometimes people use the truth, like if somebody's caught in a sin, to keep shaming people and all this kind of thing. Sometimes, if certain sins like stealing from people and assaulting and killing people are never justified, there's no justice for that, and they're not being dealt with, then you have to repeat that truth, that guilt may hurt the person who's guilty, but it helps everybody else. But you shouldn't keep repeating the truth just to shame them and act like they're the only sinner in the world and all that, but to bring them to justice and for a safer society. So you bring them back to pay back somebody they owe. You try to get them to pay people they owe if they rob them. And if you need to lock them up in jail because they're a repeat killer, somebody who's just violent and stealing and assaulting people, threatening people and all that, then, you still shouldn't shame them. You should teach them redemption when they're caught and put in prison, if they have to be put in prison. But they should be taught Jesus' redemption story, salvation, and whether they're given the death penalty or not, you want them to choose Christ. You want them to have the knowledge and the compelling way, and you want to try to talk them into choosing Christ before they die, and so they can choose heaven over hell. It doesn't redeem the persons who died, but at least you're still helping that human being. That's still a human being. And then you're also teaching the truth. You're helping other people in prison by teaching the truth. You're helping teach repentance for the other victims of the people, his family or friends that were left behind, or her family or friends who were left behind. And what's wrong with that? It's better than hate. It's better than revenge. But I'm not saying they shouldn't get justice and sometimes have the death penalty. But we should teach that together instead of taking revenge or taking it and trying to get somebody on your own. You want to ideally put it through a good justice system, and you want to improve our justice system. But you want it through the justice system so the whole of society hears the message. And other people are taught not to kill somebody. You don't want to just go make somebody disappear and then nobody's taught any justice, and you still got other people like them out there killing folks. Then you did the same thing. So that you do want justice, and you do want to teach people the truth. And so I was planning to make this a 5-second video. Maybe I'll do one still, but I just remembered as I started making it that people do use the truth for the wrong purposes, to twist and shame people. And it's not to shame people, it's to show people the truth. None of us are perfect. And for us to teach redemption as well. And the spirit of truth, God's spirit of truth, the truth and spirit, they that worship the Lord must worship him in spirit and in truth. So we can teach truth in the wrong spirit, and it can hurt. But generally, if you teach truth, I guess I'm just coming to this conclusion right here and now. If you teach truth in the right spirit, it always helps. It doesn't hurt. All right? It's going to help, not hurt. And sometimes the light hurts your eyes when you're exposed to it, but it's good to be able to see stuff. But so it still can be that way a little bit, but the truth is lies really hurt. They're destructive. They're damaging. And there's no restoration within the realm of lies. So I'm going to stop at 5 minutes.